Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your general love and... Okay, there we go. Now, did I say that right? General and love tarot reading for the month of June. So I'm actually doing a reading for you second because your videos last month had the second amount of highest views. So I thank you all for watching. Please feel free to like, follow, share, subscribe, whatever, however you call that. Let's see, if you like oracle readings, so for example, like I'm going to pull a one card message from this like Indigo Angel deck by Dream Virtue in your reading here. So the YouTube channel is basically for tarot. Okay. Now, over on my Facebook page, I do readings there, but they're general. They're collective, general for everyone. But I use the oracle decks in place of the tarot decks. So if you like readings like that, follow me over on Facebook and check out some readings there. I just posted a healing with the fairies oracle reading, and I went ahead and posted it to my YouTube channel. So I think it's like listed as like general collective reading or something like that, but it should be like 2 videos prior to this one. So feel free to check that one out, and if you like it, then look for more over on Facebook. Please keep in mind that we have just left your sign, Taurus, and we are now moving into, we're now in Gemini season. So happy belated birthday to you all. We are still in Mercury retrograde, so we are at the tail end of it. We have about a week left when I'm doing this video. So you should still be feeling the retrograde energy. Keep in mind that once it ends, which is like I think either the 2nd or 3rd of June, there is still a shadow period where Mercury is getting itself straightened out. So there's a shadow period. So we still could feel, the wobble or the wonky effect of the shadow period until about the 10th through maybe the 12th of June. So the first half of June is still going to be feeling the effects. So, once you get past the middle, I'm going to say at the latest about the 12th of June, you should find the energies building a momentum, because with Mercury retrograde, time seems to slow down. Time gets funky during a Mercury retrograde. So, if you took the time out in the month of May to really reflect on, you can choose any topic really. Whatever you reflected on, whatever goals, desires, or ambitions you had, whatever planning or thought processes that you had about these topics, you should see like the middle of June a breaking point where the energies change and there is a momentum being built up toward those desires, those wants, those goals. Because they say that once a retrograde's over with, we are catapulted into everything that we decided we wanted to do during the Mercury retrograde. So you should see movement, breakthroughs, doors, and opportunities. Just remember that, I used to tell myself this all the time just because it helped me to let go, helped me to allow, helped me to surrender. but I used to tell myself this all the time, still do to this day. Where one door closes, another one will open. So when I say that, you know, during a Mercury retrograde, it literally takes our life sometimes and flips it upside down. You know, there were things that I've been in Mercury retrograde before where I had been planning and wanting and like jucking and jiving to get something accomplished so that I could go after it, like as in a goal or a business or something, and then get in a Mercury retrograde and be like, holy fuck, like I don't want to do this, and have completely lost the desire, the gumption, like the drive to even put any time into it. Like it just left, and like I didn't really care about it anymore. I've had moments like that, and then once the retrograde ended, I still felt that way, and I kept telling myself, just hold tight and see, you know, if it comes back. And one of those times that I'm referring to that I remember, it took like 2 or 3 months for the desire to come back. But when it came back, I mean, I did jump on it and see where it led me then. So that can happen. Just be open, be flexible with that. And with that being said, let's get into your reading. Okay, so front and center, we have the moon in reverse. So you could either be dealing with a Cancerian. Oh, goodness gracious. You're going to hear my tree frog. I apologize. He's in the... I have a lot of tree frogs where I am. Maybe he decided to pipe down a little bit. Sorry about that. So if you hear him start back up, he's in the window over here on the outside of my office, which is also my dining room. But you may hear him start trying to strike a chord again here soon. Alright, so you could also be dealing with the Scorpio, because you know we have, well, that's the crab, never mind, I kept wanting to think that was the scorpion. So anyways, alright, scratch that, or maybe not scratch that since he's tuning in right there. Alright, so I'm gonna say that around the last full moon there was clarity or something that came about for you. Or even like right now, you may be feeling this right now, like you are overcoming your fear, you are finding truth, you're conquering anxiety if you have anxiety. The confusion is going to start to dissipate just because the energy is going to start to change. So front and center for the month of June, you will have clarity. This is, you know, being able, like the veil of illusion starts to fade and you're starting to see reality for what it is. You're starting to see the situation for what it is. Okay. Let me lay these out. Alright, so you may be seeing the clarity around what you thought you wanted and what you thought you didn't want. Your desires, your wishes, your fulfillment there could be light shedding on that. You could have, and I would say that this clarity that's coming through, keep in mind if you're not experiencing this right now, then just hold tight because the energy is coming. Okay, it is coming. With this clarity though, you will be able to make a decision. You will not have to juggle. Although with the Two of Pentacles is in the basis of the reading here. Now the Two of Pentacles is usually about, you know, having to juggle, you know, a few options. But with it being in reverse, it's, you know, you're no longer having to juggle that. So keep in mind that too, with this moon card, okay, being in reverse, You could feel imbalance, like you don't have a plan for the future, lack of organization, overextending, because with this moon card, it has either illuminated the things that you want and desire, or because of Mercury retrograde, and you know, I said at the beginning, I'm just a channel, I'm a messenger. I used to have viewers that complained about me speaking like the first 5 minutes in the reading, and you know, that's when messages and things come out. And I've noticed that, you know, I have trained myself to just speak and not worry or have let fear or doubt take over and like kind of like take me out of speaking, because every time I start speaking, it's like as soon as I get in the cards, which I've already pre-shuffled, I hadn't even looked at them, they replicate exactly what I was just saying. So I feel like this energy here is replicating what I was saying to you earlier about, you know, Mercury retrograde will take the, you know, you had like goals and things you wanted to do, and it's like it will take that and turn it upside down. It's like you don't want to do them anymore. You could have that going on right now or starting. You have a sense of not really knowing exactly where you want to go, what you want to do. Could very well be the case here. So there's going to be light shed on what it is that you want. There will be clarity around the things that you do want and the things that you don't want. Now, when this clarity comes in for you, if it's not already here, then either this clarity comes in and it makes you a little lazy, where you're kind of like, you put the pentacles down and you're just like, well, I don't have to do this right now. Or these things come in for you and you don't necessarily have things up in the air anymore. You're not having to struggle to balance and juggle, basically is what I'm trying to say. So in the past, there could have been an apology from a water sign. That is, if you were definitely not the water sign, but you could have water somewhere in your chart. With that being said, did you have, I'm trying to think back to the reading I did for you in May. There are several people in this reading here, so I'm trying to decipher who, what, when, and where. We have the Knight of Cups over here, but keep in mind too that the Knight of Cups is in reverse. So, and he's also looking into the past. So was this like, you know, heartbreak or unrequited love or a one-night stand? Did someone come in and sweep you off your feet and then leave? If that's the case and someone did this to you, then this has left you at one point in time unclear about the situation. If this was a person, then this person could be one of your wishes and one of your desires. If that's the case, you now, I would say, or soon will have clarity about which way to go and what to do. Now, if you don't have the clarity right now, just know, because I am making this video in the month of May still, you still have a few weeks before this energy will come about. Now, this is usually like the beginning of May. So, at the beginning of the month, you could decide, well, you could also have clarity here around which direction you want to go. It may not involve this person. So, you could be breaking up with this person. Someone offered their cup here, But now it looks like someone's pouring the cup out. This cup is no longer a wish fulfillment, I don't think. And maybe that's what Mercury retrograde did for you. It brought clarity around this person to let you know that this person is not really for you. Now you don't have to juggle and when I say juggle, I don't mean like juggle like you've got to juggle 3 or 4 people. You know, when you see someone you're dating, I mean, it happens to us all. You have to juggle like your home life, your family, your work, and then you got to make time for another person. So there's a lot of juggling and trying to figure things out, and also striving to keep balance in between all that. So if there is some way, shape, or form of breakup going on here, then you are no longer going to have to juggle the energies or all of those things like what I just said. So that could be coming to an end for you as you enter into the month of June. Now, if you're not dealing with an actual person, then this could be a wish or something that you wanted that actually, really gave you a lot of peace and made you feel good. I mean, we have goals and desires, and when we put action into them, they give us fulfillment, like the 10 of Cups or this 9 of Cups energy. So this could be, if it's not a person, it could just be a desire that you had. You no longer have the desire for it. That Mercury retrograde could have turned shit upside down for you. Or this is you coming into the first of the month where you feel a little saddened, like your emotions for something that you wanted are there no more. So maybe you enter the month like you've lost desire for something. Like this moon card is bringing illumination into what you actually, maybe this is like clearing away the old shit so you can now open up to new shit. And excuse my French there. That's just the only way I know how to put it. It's kind of like that song by Marilyn Manson, Welcome to the New Shit. It's like what you thought you once wanted, you realize that you don't want it anymore. So you're, pouring the cup out and letting it go. You no longer need to make room for it. So it's like, well, I'll let go of that so I can start making room for the stuff that I do want. And if that's the case, then you'll find the middle of the month being in the 7 of Pentacles energy. But please keep in mind that this 7 of Pentacles is reversed. So there is still, like the middle of the month, like a lack of planning. There's some laziness, poor management, delay, and patience. Now, keep in mind, he's in reverse. He is looking to the future. So he is impatient about the things that he wants and desires. Now, he may actually not be clear about what these 7 Pentacles are. You, and I would say that this is more so you, not necessarily someone you're dealing with. Please feel free to let me know in the comments if this resonates or if this is you or not. So, now what gets tricky is this card over here. This is the thing that gets tricky. I'm not exactly sure what this is trying to say here. Okay? Just yet. So you'll have to bear with me as we go through this scenario. Now, the end of the month, we have the 5 of Swords. Now, this is the fuckery card. This is, for real, the fuckery card. The card of fuckery. It's like he's got these swords in his hand. So either this is you right here with these 3 swords. Like, you got into a fight with these people. You won because there's a smile on your face. And everyone else is over here trying to lick their wounds. One's crying. And you're like, well, I got your swords. Peace out, bitches. So let me just ask you this, because this is going to go either one of two ways. If someone tried to screw you over, then you are actually, whatever they did to screw you over, I'm going to say that you walked away from it or tried to get out of it. And if it's showing itself again, and maybe you are wishing that this person comes back around again so that you can, I'm not going to say seek revenge, but maybe so that you can speak your final case or something. So you can have the last word, so to speak. And maybe, and that could be because Seven of Pentacles is all about planning. It's not about action, it's about planning. Planning and patience is this card right here. So it could be a wish that you've been planning that, this person here, you're hoping that they come back so you can have the last word. And if that's the case, then I would say then that you will definitely have the last word in this situation. And that, but too, please keep in mind, that is like the end of the month of June. So you've got plenty of time to be planning what words you want to use, what you want to say. But just know that whatever words you spit out, they're going to be like swords. Okay? Like you really will be able to stab this person with your words. And the only thing that I can really say about that is to please be cautious about what you say because of karma, and you will reap what you sow type deal. Okay? So just be aware of that, okay? Be cautious of that, because sometimes that can come back to bite us in the ass later. Now, this is also all about change. So, battles, arguments, conflict, defeat, surrender, retreat. So, although someone in this is, the winner, someone also has to be the one that gets defeated. The one, and then there's one too that surrenders. So, just be cautious and aware of what you say, because this is definitely like harsh words right here. Now, this whole situation here could have you off balance. And I would say that there is clarity around this situation. So, just be mindful of that as you go through the month. Because, like I said, this energy here is toward the end of the month. Okay. Your advice. This is your advice. So I guess then that this is around a relationship. If you are the female watching this, then I would say that, okay, if you are a female watching this, was there a guy in this scenario that was juggling you and another? If you are wishing and hoping for this guy to return, if he'd done you wrong and you're wishing for him to return, I'm going to say that he is going to return, but your feelings for him are not the same. If you are a guy watching this and this is with a female, her feelings are definitely not the same anymore. There is going to be choice words between two of you around the end of June. Now, someone here, it looks like, could have been juggling you and another. There is 1, 2, 3 twos over here. So there's 2, 2, 2. Have faith, as your desires are manifesting. In your environment, we have the Empress in reverse. So someone is not nurturing this relationship. If you're the guy watching this, the female in this dynamic is not nurturing it. She's not wanting to. And I would say that you will really see that around the new moon. Especially the crescent moon. If you're a female watching this, there's another female in the dynamic here. If you are, the advice here is to break up. So that advice, you, the reader, the viewer here, there is a breakup. So it's like there's arguments, this is a strained relationship, not seeing eye to eye, and anguish. And someone, whoever you're dealing with, they're not nurturing this. They're not giving to it. They're not wanting to. There's no this is like, and hold on a minute. Now, if you are a guy watching this, then the female you're dealing with could be smothering. It could be, the female could be empty, despondent, like there's blocks here. She could be overbearing. And so you are realizing that this is not the female for you. If you're the guy watching this, you're realizing this is not the female for you. So now it's like, okay, this clarity has come in. You realize that this is not the person for you. Now how do you get out of this situation and get away from this person? Now, if you are a female watching this, you could be seeing that this guy is not for you. So now it's like, how do you get out of it? You may have to, sometimes we get into relationships with people and then we see who they are and it's like, okay, I've made up my mind. I don't want to be with this person. Now I have to get out. But it's like, depending on the person you're dealing with can really be the deciding factor on how you get out of the relationship. And when I say that, I'm saying that because there's been times where I've dated people and it's like they are, especially the ones that are clingy. This person right here is definitely clingy or could be the clinging type. So it's like, how do you, and you know what? I've used this tactic before. If you have someone who's smothering like that and is very clingy and needy, with them, you either have to do one of two things. You either have to cut them off cold turkey, block them, tell them, I don't want this, leave me the fuck alone. Or you have to exit the room real slow. And when I say exit the room real slow, I mean you have to start cutting them off in secret, but slowly start cutting them off until eventually they are cut off. And that could be the case with this person. So you're hoping that getting this person out of your life, you're able to, or walking away from this person, that you're able to choose a new direction, that you're able to move forward in a new way. And I would say that you will. You will. You're going to have more than one option. There is a discovery here in the month of June that I think will reveal itself to you. Now, with this breakup or with this ending here, there is going to be this Six of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like a one-sided relationship. This is either a debt or desperation or dependence. So this is something, you're not giving your energy to something. Okay? So let's say if you're a guy here and or girl here, you met someone, you've been dating someone, this Mercury retrograde came in and really shed light on this person, something with them to where you have realized this is not the person for me. I don't want to be with this person. Maybe you've spent money like taking them out You maybe bought gifts for them, and now because you ending the relationship, you have a loss. That's what this card means. So that scenario right there, take that scenario and apply it to your situation. So let's say you've been with this person and you've spent $1,000. Well, now you broke up. Well, now you're $1,000 short because of the money you spent. So, you know, it's something that happens. Next time, if there's the next time you decide to go with someone, I don't know how long this relationship has been going on, but just maybe either take it as a lesson and maybe prepare and try to do better the next go around. So this is, you know, something from the past for you. I would say that someone is really holding back, and this could very well be you that's holding back. You could be looking at your goals and things that you planned in the past. Maybe you're having to start over now because you are, you know, cutting this person out of your life. So now you have to start over. With that starting over, you could be, excuse my dog, she's doing her MMA boxing training over there. So you may hear her. You may be looking back to your goals and like revisiting things that you want to do of the past. There is room here for a new beginning, but either you are clinging on to the past or you're holding on to what material things that you can hold on to. It could be too that you're not really wanting to have a fresh new start at the moment, and you're not really wanting to collaborate with other people. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Because, you know, you really get down to the nitty-gritty when you are alone. So, if you need time alone to yourself to really figure that out, then you need to take it. But, you know, the choice ultimately is up to you. Alright, so your soul journey lesson, wow, is guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. You could be feeling guilt from maybe this relationship or this breakup. At the bottom of the deck, we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So, you know, that could be why this Two of Pentacles is showing up in reverse. You're not exactly sure about what you want to do. I would say that fear and grief are eating at you. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So, if you are feeling grief and or guilty and or scared about this relationship, then you need, and that could very well be things that are coming up for you because of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde will bring those things up for you, and those are the things that you need to work through. Like, you need to clear them and heal them so that you can release them and move forward. Your flower therapy message is hibiscus with unity. You're spiritually connected to everyone through God. Use this sacred bond to heal your family, your friends, and yourself. So you may need to look to the people around you for healing, like friends and family. They can help you, hold on, because we have be positive, become the true you, trust, and raise your vibration. So your intuitive feelings are accurate messages from the angels. You can trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance you seek. Show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. Your thoughts can shape your experience, so be sure to focus on the positive. So yes, if you are putting an end to a relationship and that's going to leave you somewhat feeling lonely and out in the cold, then focus upon, spend time with the people around you, like your family or your friends, because that will help to heal you. If you can go to the beach or to a lake or a river and get around water, put your feet in the water, then that will help you to also cleanse and to remove, detox some of these guilt, especially if you feel guilty because you may have at one point in time been really into this person, and I've had this happen before. It's like you're really into this person, you're digging them, things are going good, and then Mercury retrograde comes along and it's like, what the fuck? And that could very well be the situation here for you. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Alright, so your Indigo Angel message is patience. You know, this is going to be something that's going to be going on through the whole month of June. So really try to step back and be patient. You are safe, expression, trust, and friendship. So focus upon, like, talk to your friends or good, like, trustworthy relatives that can really talk with you and help you sort this out. Expression here is also a card of meaning, like finding a form of expression, like through dance or through art or through circuit training, like maybe boxing or CrossFit. That will help you release and detox. But you need to trust and have patience at this time. Focus upon your friendships, as those will also help you. Your angel answer is no. So whatever question you have been wondering, it's a no. Alright, so it is up to you. In the near future, reconsider and perfect timing. Now, with this here, this could be telling you that, like, you need to prepare because this situation is going to come back around, and with this Five of Swords, and rear its ugly head. So in the near future, you need to be ready. You may need to, because in this card here of reconsider, this angel has a sword in her hand, and so does this Five of Swords. You may need to reconsider how you're going to speak to this person or how you're going to handle this situation. And it will be the perfect timing to, I guess, say what you need to say and do what you need to do. So it's going to be up to you how it goes. I would try to, as far as like karma, I'm a big believer in you reap what you sow. So you want to definitely come from a place of understanding and compassion. At least try your best and your damnedest to do that, so that you'll be met with those things. You know, you don't always have to stoop to another person's level to get your word across, which is exactly what this card here could mean. But if you do, then I mean, I wish you all the best. I hope that this works out for you. I hope this gives you some form of clarity, help, something. Please feel free to like, follow, subscribe, donate, and let me know how this reading resonated. Thank you. Take care. Namaste.